Compost, the 3-bay composting system made with pallets. The ingredients I used to get it there. Did it get hot? Did it stay cold? Come check it out. 9 months in one short video. Okay, so the idea here is to take these pallets and set up a composting bay system here against the wall behind the bananas. It's really handy if you got a wall like this to build your compost bay system. You just lean the pallets up against the wall and sandwich the other pallets in there. And I just use some baling wire to kind of tack them together. The idea is to line it with cardboard, because here in particular it's quite dry. In semi-arid or arid places like this, it's important to save all the humidity in the compost pile. Huh, look at that. It was made, measure made. I'm going to start with some leftovers. This is the compost that didn't make it through the sifter, my last pile of compost. Kind of coarse, but it's been sitting here for a while. We use that as a base. Next is off into the ravine or the barranco. Down here, getting some native grasses to add to the bunch. Local products from the Canary Islands. As always, when I'm making my compost piles, I keep it wet in between layers. Now here I'm adding some banana leaves from the plantation. Spreading them out nice and even. And I'm putting the board here because as I pile it up, I want to make a nice cube shape. Here I'm adding more of the leftover compost. And I also have a pile of wood chips that have been sitting composting for about a year. Add that as a carbon. Some more greens, some more water, and some leaves as a carbon layer, spread out evenly, and of course wet again. Now we have some bananas that are ripening and going to waste, but I will not let that happen. Add that to the compost as well. Chop up that banana plant corm. Smaller the better. That's a big piece. The European robin always finds it interesting when I'm agitating the ground and a lot of insects come flying around. And here's some sorghum Sudan grass that was up in another part of the finca or the plantation. Getting rid of the seed heads and using it as a source of greens. I have to stop and sharpen my pruners regularly. All right, had some tarp lying around, just thought I'd lay it in there to keep the moisture in. Next day in the hot. Here's an idea I got from somewhere, using some irrigation hoses and the drill bit to make some aeration pipes that I'll place in the compost to get some air where it's needed. Bring on the chipper. Got lots of avocado prunings. So I'm going to dig a little hole and get these pipes in there and build the pile around it. Let's get it started. Spread it around a little bit and get some water on it. It's a month after the first pile and now I have 2 compost piles. Okay, this is a month later. No turning. We got a 47. 2 days later. Still going up. Getting hot. Really hot. Out of control. You don't want things too hot. This is too hot. So you could turn it and let it cool down a bit, and then it'll come up again, or you can just leave it. It's cooling down now. I left it. Okay, so it's been 2 months to the day since I put together this center compost bay. Let's take this board apart and take a look at what's going on in there. Oh, first off, there's a worm right there doing its work. Take a little breather. You see it's clearly in the center. So as you can see, I took one of these out here. It maintained a pretty good hole. This has been out for about a month. So once you have these in here, even though they have the air holes in them, it's a good idea just to take them out. Even more air. So even though it's only been a couple months, I noticed when I took that board away that it's a little dry. So instead of just putting a hose on it, I'm going to turn it and wet it and add some nitrogen from the old cactus. Chop those up and add them to the pile over here. From here to here with a little of this in there. This is still nice and active after 2 months. This cactus will bring in a lot of moisture and nitrogen into the pile. So today I'm just going to turn the two outside piles into the middle and make one big pile. This one's a month older than this one, but you can see this one is nowhere near as degraded as the first one. That doesn't bother me. I'm not in a hurry. I just want to free up the two spaces, and because they have gone down, like this one for example was above the cardboard when I started, and so was this one. So now there's room for both of them, and one gives it more mass, and the bigger your compost pile, the higher the temperatures generally. All right, let's get this started. One solid even cube, a compost cube. Okay, empty. Empty and very full. Full to the brim. Or full to the rim. How'd it go again? Take a little look behind door number 1. Oh, that's going to be nice in a few months. Good night. Aeration time. Let's aerate. Okay, 9 months later, sifting time. Let's get this product to market. Putting the leftovers that don't make it through the sieve in the other bay to start another one. But here you have it. There's a couple of loads right there. Okay, so this will become that. And after it's become this, it'll end up being this. That's what we like to call, you know, that's right, black gold. Okay, sifted and sorted. There's a nice bay full of finished, sifted compost. Thanks a lot for watching till the end. Here we go, let's do it again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Garden on.